Hello and welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. We're really excited to have you participating in this event with us today. I'm Jennifer and I'll be the facilitator for the event. We have some fantastic schools today. I am excited for you to hear from them. But before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items for you. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can, though, use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. You can leave a question for all of our representatives to answer, maybe about a particular major or extracurricular program to see if they have it. You also, though, can leave a question that is specific to a school or schools by including their name in with your question. Then they'll know to answer. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening for the Georgia students as a part of this Probe College Fair. So we hope that you're signed up for the additional sessions to come, but it's not too late. So check the schedule on the website, the same place where you signed up for this session, and you can see what sessions remain and sign up to join us. Also know that this session, as well as all of the presentations, are being recorded, and they're going to be available at that same website. You can see that on the screen, strivescan.com/probe. All right, well, I'm excited to welcome our first school today. We're going to be starting with learning about the University of Iowa.
Hello, everyone. Let me just grab my screen really quick, and I'm excited to visit with you all. All right, can you all see that okay? All right, fantastic. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lacey Patterson, and I am one of our regional admissions counselors at the University of Iowa. The University of Iowa is located in Iowa City, Iowa, and we're home to the Hawkeyes. The University of Iowa is the flagship university, a Tier 1 research institution, and member of the Big Ten. Iowa is home to one of the most acclaimed medical centers, as well as a globalized leader in the study and craft of writing. With just over 31,000 total students, our campus is a community that is rich in culture and celebrates the history and stories that each student brings to the University of Iowa. This here shares a little bit more about our student profile, that we try to keep our class sizes small, and we welcome between 4,500 and 5,000 new students a year to the University of Iowa. At the University of Iowa, 1 in 3 undergraduate students are engaged in research at any given time. Students can expect access to faculty with a 15-to-1 faculty to student ratio, and our average undergraduate class size is 30 students or less for 80% of our undergraduate courses. With strong academic opportunities, it's no wonder that Hawkeyes are very successful upon graduation. With over 200 undergraduate programs, 100 graduate, doctoral, and professional programs across 12 academic colleges, it's clear why the University of Iowa is the 33rd ranked public university. At Iowa, choosing a major is just the start. When it comes to an academic plan, we are flexible. You can work and focus on what you love and work across areas of study to build on your own combination of courses. Wherever your interests lead you, we want to help you get there. The top 3 areas of study for students, my Southern students, are English and Creative Writing, our Tippy College of Business, and Health Sciences. We also have students who have expressed interest in engineering and biology as well. Today, I'm going to focus on our top 3. Writing at the University of Iowa is second to none. When you think of writing, it's a quintessential skill that you will carry with you throughout your professional and personal lives. At Iowa, students have diversity in their degree offerings in writing. English and Creative Writing, undoubtedly our most popular and well-known and celebrated program, focusing on personal growth as a writer. Our innovative screenwriting program and cinematic arts program are impressive, with Hawkeye connections to Hollywood. And then our journalism and mass communication program, which takes a multimedia approach to storytelling. Next, the Tippy College of Business is the 21st public business program in the nation and offers a direct admission for competitive incoming students. Students admitted to the Tippy College of Business participate in real-world experiences and leadership opportunities through our Tippy RISE program, which stands for Research, Internships, Study Abroad, and Exploratory Learning. Finally, our health sciences at Iowa are impressive. Our professional programs include our medical program, dentistry, pharmacy, College of Public Health, College of Nursing, neuroscience, speech and hearing sciences, chemistry, biochemistry, biomedical sciences, and health and human physiology, and much, much more. Undergraduates who aspire to continue on to professional programs find strong mentorship with faculty, groundbreaking research, and a unique opportunity to be immersed in a robust and innovative health science-rich community. Iowa's application for admission for fall 2022 is obviously open. I encourage all of my students to apply by November 1st early action priority deadline to maximize your admission and scholarship opportunities. We accept the University of Iowa application, the common application, or the coalition application. There's absolutely no preference in which application that you choose to complete. Sorry. As you'll see here, admissions process is very transparent, and we're proud of the fact that our acceptance rate is over 80% for fall of 2021. I'm happy to share that for fall of 2022, Iowa is test optional for admissions and scholarships. Students are encouraged to apply for admission with or without a test score. Applications without a test score will need to submit an essay and high school transcript with their application. If you choose to submit your ACT or SAT at a later date, you're welcome to through April 1st. Receipt of a test score will never negatively impact a previous admission or scholarship decision. It will only help you. Finally, Hawkeyes are engaged outside of the classroom with over 500 different student organizations from social, academic, religious, cultural, sports, and philanthropic organizations. Students are able to enhance their education by engaging in the community and beyond. Every club, event, and activity is an opportunity for you to make new connections and define your own community on campus. Living and learning in one of America's top college towns, it's easy to see why many students love to call Iowa City home. Finally, I greatly appreciate your time and your interest in the University of Iowa. I would personally love to help you through this process. I'll put my contact information into the chat, but thank you so much, and it's great to be a Hawkeye. All right, let me figure out, I apologize.
Oh, Lacey, I can get the screen shared. It's fine.
Okay,
there we go. Got it. Yes, thank you so much, Lacey, for starting us off and sharing the University of Iowa. We're moving on to school number 2, and we're going to be learning about the University of Missouri.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thank you again for joining us. And I will go ahead and start sharing my screen, and we'll start talking about University of Missouri. So my name is Jennifer Shaughnessy, and I am the Atlanta-based regional representative for the University of Missouri, otherwise known as Mizzou. There we go. So University of Missouri, first of all, just some general information about our size and some of those fun, quick facts to share with you. Mizzou's campus is over 30,000 students on campus, about 23,000 of those being undergrad. And then we do have a very strong graduate and PhD student population that we are proud to have on campus as well. We are seeing students come from every state in the US and over 120 different countries. So we're very proud of the diverse environment that we create for our students as well. And we love being that balance of both the land grant institution for the state of Missouri and also an AAU institution, which puts together the group of the top research institutions in the world as well. And we are proud to be a part of that group also. Location-wise, we are in Columbia, Missouri, which is almost exactly in between the cities of St. Louis and Kansas City. Columbia is very much a college town environment. We are proud to be noted every year as one of the top college towns in the US. About 120,000 people live in Columbia in addition to our student population on campus. And we love our location. We have our downtown area right next to campus. So students definitely enjoy the fact that they can be on the north end of our campus, walk across the street, and you are downtown Columbia. So Columbia itself has plenty for our students to do if they are off campus, with shops and restaurants and festivals and hiking and biking trails. On campus, as far as what students are focusing on in their studies, there are over 300 different degree options for our students, so definitely not limited in those options. If you are still exploring and you're not quite sure what you want to focus on for a major, please know that that is absolutely okay. We have advisors assigned to all of our students to assist you throughout the process. Some of our most popular programs would be journalism. We are the world's first journalism program and consistently top ranked program. We have our own NBC studios as part of our campus, so very proud of that tradition there. And then nationally ranked and recognized programs in our College of Business and College of Engineering. health sciences. We have our own MU healthcare system on campus, so hospitals and clinics right on campus. And we do have our own vet school, med school, and law school at Mizzou as well. And then, of course, having fun and staying active, over 600 student organizations for students to participate in, and also take advantage of some great leadership opportunities. And then Division I sports. Whether you're a sports fan or not, you'll enjoy being part of the environment. Being in the SEC conference guarantees a very fun environment for all of the sporting events as well. Application process for students. So for seniors, yes, of course, we are open and now is the time to apply. Every year we go live with the application process August 1st, and students can submit that application, either the common application or the Mizzou application to us along with your official transcript. And also continuing for this year, we do offer for seniors the opportunity to apply test optional as well. If you do choose test optional, we do require an additional writing statement, whether it's personal statement or the essay straight from the Common App as well. So overall, we do have rolling admissions, but then for test optional, there is a review process that takes place since we are looking at their writing sample as well. But those decisions are mailed out on a rolling admission basis as well. We do encourage students to try to apply by November 15th. The reason we say that is we do have automatic scholarships. So when students apply, you are automatically considered for some of those scholarships. But then we do also have competitive scholarships, and you do have to apply for those by December 1st. That is also when the application for our honors college opens. We are also the world's first honors college. A lot of tradition that goes into the programming that we have with honors students as well. So we don't want you to miss out on those opportunities. And then residency is definitely something we are known for at Mizzou. Mizzou has one of the most straightforward processes for declaring residency and paying in-state tuition as an out-of-state student. So essentially, you live in the state of Missouri for 12 consecutive months, earn $2,000 at some point during those 12 months, and then you can be paying in-state tuition instead of out-of-state, which then will drop your price by about $18,000 per year. So this is something that is optional for out-of-state students, but definitely a popular option. And then as we talked about just being involved, a lot of students ask about that SEC environment. The nice thing is that the priority is on students being involved and having access to tickets to the events. And so we make sure that students know about that. We just wrapped up homecoming at Mizzou. Another fun fact, another first for us is that we are home to the original homecoming celebration. So we love that for our students. And again, I'm Jennifer. I'm based in Georgia. I will put my contact information in the chat, but don't hesitate to reach out anytime you have questions.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for presenting on Mizzou today. All right, so as Jennifer mentioned, and I think Lacey did too, about putting their info in the chat, I just want to remind our attendees to take a look at the chat and copy that info down. Remember, these 6 minutes are just a sneak peek, and following up afterwards to learn even more of what all of these schools have to offer is definitely encouraged. So we hope you'll grab that contact info. Also, don't forget about the Q&A button. You can post questions in there, and you can include the name of the school if you want to know something about a particular one of the universities that's with us today, or you can put in a question for all of our representatives to answer to learn about something, do they all offer a certain major or a certain type of study abroad program that might interest you? All right, so we are on to our next school, and we are going to be hearing from Birmingham-Southern College.
Hi, everyone. Let me get my screen share up. Okay. My name is Kendra Owens, and I am your admission counselor from Birmingham-Southern College. A little bit about us, Birmingham-Southern College. We are located in Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham is the largest city in the state of Alabama, so we really get best of both worlds. I love this photo because you see our campus down at the bottom, but at the top you see the city of Birmingham about 2 miles away from us. We still have a small residential campus, so think a 5-minute walk to class and lots of trees and grass, but you're able to go and explore Birmingham that way. Lots of benefits to this, not only socially, lots of athletic teams you can go support, lots of hiking trails, lots of great food in Birmingham, but also for that professional development. We guarantee an opportunity for students to take us up on a guaranteed internship or a guaranteed research experience. That's not only going to help you figure out what you want to do, but also going to help you figure out and have that opportunity put on your resume when it comes to that post-grad opportunity there. Here's some beautiful photos of campus. Fall is really a great time to come and visit, so I'd love to see you on campus soon. One thing that's going to make us super unique is that we are one of the 40 colleges that changed lives. This is a publication that came out a couple years ago where a former New York Times editor went and traveled the entire country and found 40 colleges that gave transformational educational experiences. We've been honored to be part of that list, and it really drives what the opportunities we're able to give our students. If you want a college to change your life, this is the place to be for sure. We are a liberal arts college, which means you're going to get a holistic perspective on your education. Instead of us giving you a list of classes to take as your general education courses, like you have to take calculus and you have to take English 101 and you have to take a foreign language, we let you take classes that fulfill these 5 requirements here. These are skill-based requirements. We want you to have these outcomes when it comes to that 4-year opportunity. This is really going to help set you apart your peers when it comes to a grad school application or to a job application. All of our classes are tagged, so you can see an example of our creative problem solving. Quantitative analysis fulfills one of those creative problem solving sections. So of course, when I think of quantitative analysis, I think of math, I think statistics, I think of classes that I necessarily don't want to take. But again, because you have the autonomy to choose what classes interest you, you could take astronomy and have class at 9 p.m. at night so you can look at the stars, or you could take social epidemiology or logic, which is a philosophy class. So again, a big emphasis on being an active agent in your own education to really help you become that holistic student. We are 1,200 students strong, come from 31 different states and 18 different countries. So it's a really cool and unique opportunity to live and learn with your peers as well. We have a 12-to-1 student faculty to ratio, average class size is 16, and a 3.5-to-1 student to faculty and staff ratio. But what does that mean? That means when you walk into a classroom, you are not a number. Your professor is going to know you as a name, as a person, as someone who they're going to invite to dinner, as someone who they're going to ask you to babysit their kids. They really want to help support you both in and outside of the classroom there. We still have over 50 different areas of study. The highlighted ones are our most popular: business, education, pre-health, pre-law, and psychology. While these are the most popular, it doesn't mean they're the best. We really try to focus on these 50 areas to make them the best possible. And we have students go on to do some pretty cool, amazing things. Additionally, you're able to contract your own area of study. A little bit different academic calendar setup. We're on a 4-1-4 academic calendar. So you'll take 4 classes in the fall, 1 class in January, and then 4 classes in the spring. That 1 class in January is an opportunity for you to maybe take a class abroad, take a class on campus, like you could do a Southern cooking class where you learn about the Southern food culture and basically get to eat your way through January. You can do an internship opportunity, you can do a research opportunity, community service, anything like that. I mentioned this before, but I'm going to hone it in again. We guarantee an internship or research opportunity for you. Super special and super unique to BSC. I'm loading. What I was going to talk about next is kind of outcomes. Here we are. I understand that college is a huge investment for families, so let's talk about the investment we make in you. We've got the highest 4-year graduation rate in the state of Alabama. We want you in and out of here in 4 years. We have a third higher than the national average for recent graduates' salary. Always nice to be making a little bit more money when it comes to that graduation. We're in the top 10 colleges that lead to graduate school, top 20 best value schools in the entire United States, and top 100 colleges for a return on investment. So again, we take that investment you make in us very seriously. We are in turn going to invest very seriously in you. Our graduates go on to do some pretty cool and amazing things, and it's really a testimony to their experience, both academically as well as socially during their time here at BSC. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will make sure to drop my contact information, and I'd love to see you on campus soon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kendra, for sharing Birmingham Southern with us tonight. All right, we're heading on to our fourth school, and we will be learning about Alabama State University.
Hello all, how are you? I am DeMarcus Marshall. I am representing the Alabama State University. And I am going to see if I can share my screen.
I'll keep an eye on it, DeMarcus, to make sure.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Yes, we're getting the screen share, so you can just get a full screen and present mode, but we can see it, we can see you and hear you too, so we're good.
Awesome. All right.
Take it away.
So Alabama State is located in Montgomery, Alabama. We are a historic Black college or university. We are an HBCU. We started our educating educators in 1867. We started out as a teaching college, and so we have been producing educators since 1867. Some of our best majors, some of our most popular majors are our criminal justice department, our Department of Forensics, College of Business, Music and Performing Arts, our education program, of course. Our theater arts program was headed by Dr. Tony Stewart. Dr. Tony Stewart was a very well-known actress. She had a recurring role in The Heat of the Night. She was also in the movie Girls Trip. She was the aunt that the girls encountered when they arrived in New Orleans. So it's a really great program. We have, students who have performed on Broadway. We have dancers who have danced behind The Weeknd. We have, dancers who have performed in Super Bowl games. We have a lot of notable alumni who have, been in movies and performed on stage, several things that Alabama State has to offer for you all. We have really unique majors. We like to give our students a lot of hands-on experience. This picture shows our students who are in Peru. We have we don't have a nursing major, but we have a biology pre-health major. Biology pre-health would basically prepare you for anything that you would do in the medical field. And so this picture shows our students delivering a baby in Peru. And like I said, what's unique about that program is that in your third year in that program, you are able to go to Peru. That's one of the internships that we offer. You're able to, if you're a chosen student, go to Peru, and you are giving immunization shots, and you're delivering babies, and you're doing all of the things that you would do in the field while also still obtaining your degree. I was an English major at Alabama State, and I had to do an internship. So all of our majors at Alabama State, you have to get some type of hands-on experience before we allow you to go out with your diploma and explore in your field. Alabama State offers over 62 majors. We offer several scholarship opportunities. My favorite scholarship is the Academic Incentive Scholarship. Academic Incentive Scholarship requires you to have a 3.0 GPA and a 20 on the ACT and a 10/20 on the SAT. We are test optional as of right now. And what that means is we don't require you to have your test scores, your ACT or SAT test scores for regular admission. However, if you're going to apply for a scholarship, you do have to have the test score and the GPA that correlates with that specific scholarship in order to apply. All of our scholarships are competitive scholarships. We don't offer any merit scholarships. You can stack your academic scholarships with any other department scholarship. You just can't stack it with any of the other academic scholarships or the President's Promise Scholarship. And so I believe that I just talked about wave test scores. The President's Promise Scholarship would apply to all of my students who are out of state. What the President's Promise Scholarship does If you're a student coming in with regular admission and you have not applied for any of the academic scholarships, you qualify for the President's Promise Scholarship if you have a 2.75 GPA or higher. And so what it does is just waives all of your out-of-state fees. So you would pay in-state tuition as an out-of-state student. And so the criteria for that particular scholarship is there. You must reside outside of Alabama. You must be enrolled as a full-time student. And you must have a 2.75 GPA and entering as a freshman to be awarded for that particular scholarship. To remain eligible for that scholarship, you have to maintain that 2.75 GPA or higher. And we also offer it to transfer students. Alabama State is very well known for their band and their sports teams. Our female sports teams go to a championship every year. Our volleyball team is really, really good, and our softball team is really great as well. Our band has performed behind several celebrities as well. They've performed behind 2 Chainz. They have performed with Beyonce. They have several places that they have performed along with our dance team, the Stingettes. They've performed with several celebrities as well. So, and they are one of the only bands that had their own reality show, Bama State Style. So it's a great program to go into as well. And we are also known for our honeybees. Our honeybees are our plus size dancers that do our halftime shows. So if you hear anybody, complimenting or talking about the honeybees, they are talking about the Alabama State University. We have over 32 different organizations that you can join when you come to campus. Here it's pictured one of the Divine Nine, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. These are we have all of the Greeks on the yard as of right now. We have all of them from Alpha Phi Alpha all the way to Iota Phi Theta. All of the Greeks are on the yard. We want you to come to Alabama State and have fun. However, the end result we want to be is this. This picture is very important to me. If you look at the young lady that is pictured there and you look over there in the corner, you see that burgundy arm right there, that's my arm. So I take a lot of pride in this picture. But we bring you to Alabama State with the goal of you obtaining your degree. I always tell people they not only get you a degree, but they also get you a job. And that is all I have. As stated, my name is DeMarcus Marshall. That is my contact information there. I will also put it in the chat and I will stick around for some questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for presenting on Alabama State. All right, so we do have some time together for some live Q&A questions that we have. So I'd love to invite all of our representatives to come back on camera. So we'll all keep our cameras on during this time, kind of like the Brady Bunch. I'm sure that's an old reference that some of our attendees, the parents might get it. I don't know about the kids, but I'll date myself, but hopefully you're going to see all of us right now. All right, so for these live Q&A questions, we're going to go in the exact same order that you presented. When the person ahead of you finishes, you can turn on your microphone and just answer. I'm not going to call on you in this segment since it's a little more free flowing. Also remember, attendees, that you still have the opportunity to ask questions through the Q&A and be certain to get that contact information out of the chat. Oh, before I continue on, I realize I do have one little update and announcement. So I just wanted to let you all know that we did have that if you were here coming to see a couple of other schools today. So just wanted to let you know that unfortunately they weren't able to join us. So if you are curious and want to know more information about Emory and Henry College or about Keiser University, we would encourage you to head to their website, check out their contact info. They're very sorry that they weren't able to end up joining us today, but they do want you to head to that website, look up more about them, and reach out to their admissions staff for your questions. All right, well, now we're going to go and get our Q&A started. Oh, I'm sorry, I just noticed in the chat that we do have someone from Emory and Henry. I'm going to bring them in just 1 second. So thank you so much for putting that in the Q&A. Emory and Henry rep, I will be there in just a moment. So while we're doing that, I'm going to have the rest of our representatives answer a question while we get that squared away. We have time for that presentation. I'm so excited that Emory and Henry is able to join us. All right, so everyone else, starting in order, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we're going to start with the University of Iowa.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us. I have been doing this for 20 years now, so I've talked to lots and lots of kids from around the country. And I think the biggest thing that I would advise is what you're doing now is to ask questions, to remember that we are all just normal people and we want to have conversations with you. So there's no question too big or too small. Call our main offices, reach out to us individually, and know that we want to help you and that we're excited to hear your questions. So thanks for joining us.
I love that. That was a good way to get started. Totally agree. Been doing this for many years as well. And I think one of the big things that I try to remind students of is please try to focus on the things in this process that you can control and try really hard to let go of those things that are completely out of your control. I think, it breaks all of our hearts a little bit when we see students stressing throughout this process. And especially when I know that you're stressing about things that you can't control. And so thinking about the things like applying nice and early in the process, making sure that you proofread everything, going through those things, you're in control of those. What happens once you submit, or some of the things on your application, they're completely out of your control and there's no point in stressing about it. So we just want you to be your genuine, authentic selves and really focus on those things that you truly can control.
That's great advice. I'd also add to that, visit. And when you visit colleges, picture yourself as a student. Can you see yourself walking to the cafeteria? Can you see yourself living in the resident halls? Can you see yourself, asking questions in a classroom? That's really going to help you visualize and understand that that place is the right place for you.
I'm sorry, I was reading the question in the chat. I completely agree. Absolutely. Ask questions, the questions that need to be asked, ask questions, visit, just, taking from what everybody else has said, visit, ask questions. If they have a virtual visit, if you can't go and, actually physically visit, do the virtual visit. I personally enjoy the virtual visits. They give you a bit more of an insight than an actual campus visit does. At Alabama State, when we do our, on-campus tours, we aren't able to go inside of any other of the like residence halls or any of the buildings, classroom buildings. We only can go in like the student hall, the student union, and the library. So you don't really get to see as much as you could see on the virtual tour. The virtual tour takes you inside of the dorm. It takes you inside of the library. It takes you inside of, some classrooms. So go and see the place. I always say that you don't know where you fit in until you actually go.
Awesome. This is like some of the awesome tips. And I love that it comes from real admissions counselors that I hope also you're taking away. I guess my tip is like, these are real people who are loving what they do. They're here for you. So ask those questions. And I hope this just shows that they're not just scary people reading applications later on, but they're really here to help. So I hope that this gives you that extra insight into not just these representatives for their schools, but that all their admissions colleagues elsewhere are just as awesome. All right, I'm so excited that we were able to get our Emory and Henry representative was able to join us today. So we're going to put a pause on the Q&A. We're going to do 6 minutes on Emory and Henry, and then we're going to come back to those Q&A questions. So this is amazing. So I'm going to turn it over. So the rest of us will turn our cameras off, and then I'm going to turn it over to start us hearing from Emory and Henry. So take it away.
All right. Hi, how's everybody doing today? Sorry for the late notice. I had to pick my son up, so I'm a little late. But I'll go ahead and show my presentation for you guys. Let's see. It's been a minute since I've done a virtual.
I wanted to let you know, we can definitely see it. So your share. Okay. You just want to go to full size though. I'll let you know when it's all set so you can feel ready. You're set. All right. Looks good.
Okay, great.
Take it away.
All right. So my name is Jalecia Williamson. I'm originally from Florence, South Carolina. Our school is Emory and Henry College. It is located in the southwest of Virginia. So it's in Emory, Virginia. It's about 25 minutes away from Bristol, Tennessee. So I just want to get started on a few facts about our college. So today, these are some stats that we're proud of, and throughout this presentation that we can touch on a couple of these. So we have about 1,300 of students at our school. We have academics, 90 plus academics here at our college. Our main majors that we do have is nursing, business, equine studies, health science, graduate programs as well, and engineering science. So we try to make it affordable for all of our students to get here. So 100% of our students will grant that merit scholarship, and they can get up to $92,000 towards it. We do have 85 plus organizations here as well. Our average class size is 15. So I like to tell our students, if you are comfortable with smaller classes, this will be the school that you would probably be comfortable with. So I would like to tell our students that our professors, they try to get to know you at a personal level. So, and if you have any trouble when it comes to your subject, they're always there to help you as well. And then we did have a couple of our graduates that they get jobs right after they graduate, which is really nice. So these are a couple of our majors or programs that we offer here at Emory and Henry. And the ones that are highlighted are probably our most popular ones that our students are interested in. And then we also have graduate programs as well on the right. We also have a School of Health Science. It's not exactly on our campus. It's about 15 to 20 minutes away from our main campus. This was an old hospital that was donated to our school. So the health science undergraduate program and classes that can lead into our graduate schools in Marion, featuring a doctors of physical therapy, masters and doctors in occupational therapy, and masters in clinical and mental health counseling. We also have a equestrian studies as well. So an equestrian riding program that boasts up to our 21 national championships in hunters, dressage, and jumpers. And we also offer degrees in this industry as well. We tell our students that they are more than welcome to board their horses while they're here at our school as well. We also have an advocate of social justice and equality. So at Emory Henry, we value our diverse community of students, staff, and faculty. And we work to provide a campus environment where everyone feels welcome and supported. The Office of Diversity and Equity works to provide ongoing program resources and to the students traditionally underrepresented, with support from the DEI staff and peer mentors. So that's a very important thing that we have here. We also moved from a D3 to a D2 school. So we are now a part of the South Atlantic Conference. So they do plan on doing a full conference schedule for the 2022 and the 2023 season. So for our men's sports, we have baseball, basketball, cheer and dance, cross country, and track and field, equestrian, football, golf, soccer, swimming, tennis, and wrestling. For our women's side, we have basketball, cheer, and dance, cross country, and track and field. We have equestrian, golf, soccer, softball, swimming, tennis, volleyball, and wrestling. Here at Emory and Henry, we are actually the only college in the US that offers a semester for our Appalachian Trail for credit. So you guys can learn about the backcountry and then the trail and to prepare to hike a portion, or you can do all for just to earn a credit. And also on our campus, we offer a climbing wall, we have disc golf course, and our new indoor crag wall. We also have a career center where most of our students get great jobs and internships. Those are most of the jobs that they usually get on the right there. Another important thing about that center is we also help them out with mocking interviews and help them write their resumes as well before they graduate. And then the last thing is applying and financial aid. So our applications, they are free of charge. We usually tell our students that we don't really require any test scores or essays. The only thing that you guys would send us is a copy of your transcript and a copy of your senior classes. And then you would get accepted within 2 to 3 weeks. And then 100% of our students, they do earn the merit scholarship. So again, depending on what your GPA is, you could get up to $23,000 towards your scholarship. Again, I like to.
Alicia, we have hit the end of our 6 minutes.
Oh, yes, yes, we're good.
So I want to make sure we get your contact information though in that chat before we wrap up today. And I want to make sure you also are able to answer the question that everybody else answered too. So if you want to get your contact info out there, that'd be great.
Yes, no problem.
Awesome. All right, stay on camera. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
So when you were able to join us, the question that all of the everyone presenting was answering was a top piece of advice or tip in the college search process. So you might have heard part of that. So what would be a top tip that you would want to share with students and families, starting this experience?
Most of the things that people have already said is to definitely visit those colleges. I usually tell our students to at least visit the college twice just to make sure that this is where you want to go, because this is the next 4 years of your life. So I would just tell them to just visit as many colleges as you would like to, and just visit the college twice before you make a final decision.
That's an excellent one too. I agree. All right, well, stay on camera. I want to invite everybody else back on. We're going to do one more live Q&A question together again before, and I think it's going to be a great way before we wrap up today. So I'd like to know from each of you, what is that one last takeaway or reminder you want students who are watching today, whether it's live or they're watching the recording, to remember about your school as they go forward today. So we're going to go in the same order from we started. So Lacey, thanks for starting us off again.
Gosh, this is hard. I'm going to say one thing to remember about the University of Iowa is the flexibility in your major selection, that you're not tied to one major. You can really build on your own major. You can double major, you can minor, that it's really up to you about building your academic experience.
And I would jump in for Mizzou. I would hope that people remember the focus on affordability and how, for Georgia students, we have a lot of those conversations, understandably, about Hope and Zell Miller money. And I make sure that students know that we are not telling you not to look at schools inside the state of Georgia. We think that's wonderful. But what we are saying is don't be afraid to look at schools outside of the state of Georgia. There are scholarships, there are residency programs like we have at Mizzou. There are a lot of opportunities out there that you may not know about yet. So please keep an open mind when it comes to that.
For Birmingham-Southern, we are a college that's going to change your life in the largest city in the state of Alabama. So we really emphasize on that transformational educational with our small campus environment, but also understanding that you're not in the middle of nowhere and there's lots of opportunities to have fun, as well as lots of professional opportunities in Birmingham as well.
What I want you to take away from this for Alabama State is that we are small enough to know you, but big enough to grow you. So we are a very, family-oriented school. We know each other. We're going to make sure that we provide our students with the best education and the best experiences that they can have while they are at Alabama State. Also that we are test optional, and we offer in-state tuition for our out-of-state students with our President's Promise Scholarship.
Okay, something that they can take away from our school is that we give 100% of our merit scholarships to all of our students so they can earn up to $23,000 towards their scholarship. I always like to tell students that our school is a home away from home. So we try to make it very comfortable and very fun for all of our students to join.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say that we've heard from 5 great schools today. I hope that this has piqued your curiosity to everyone who is watching to maybe you were drawn here by one school on this list, but I'm hoping you're now like, I got 4 more schools I got to check out today. Because remember, 6 minutes is just a small sneak peek, and there's so much more that all of these schools have to offer in and out of the classroom. So I hope you will explore it, and that this will just be a great starting off point or continuation point as you think about all the opportunities that await you in the college search process and where you might find your next home. Thank you to all of our panelists. I'm so glad we were able to have you here today, and you shared not just those facts and the figures and FAFSA dates and all that good stuff, but your obvious passion, excitement, the energy you have for the students' experience in and outside the classroom on your campus was really evident. So thank you for being here. All right, now the logistics of wrapping up tonight. So when our attendees, when you close your browser tonight and you're finished, you are going to be asked to fill out a really short 5-question survey. I promise. 5 questions. It's really short and easy. So we hope that you'll give us that feedback. We'd really appreciate it. And don't forget, there's more sessions for Georgia students as part of the Probe Virtual College Fair. We hope that you will head to strivescan.com/probe and sign up for them and enjoy. And don't forget, these sessions are all being recorded, so you can watch them again, share it with family and friends, and check out other schools at your convenience to help you explore both within and without the state of Georgia, all the options that are there. So thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful night and all the best this year.